Hello everyone, we're going to have a look at index laws. The first one we're looking at is multiplying indices with the same base. So let's have a look at how we can come up with the rule to work for this one. So let's just say we had a squared times a to the power of 3. So what does this mean? A squared means a times a, and a to the power of 3 means a times a times a. So if we look here, we've had a times a is a squared, and a times a times a is a cubed. So what do we get when we put that all together? We get a times a times a times a times a, which is a to the power of 5. Okay, let's do one more and see if we can see a pattern coming. So let's say we had y to the power of 5 times y to the power of 2. So what's y to the power of 5? It's y times y times y times y times y. There we go, we've got y to the power of 5. Then we're going to times it by y to the power of 2, which is just y times y. Now all up, that means, I'll go through here, y times y times y times y times y times y times y, which is y to the power of 7. Now our challenge here now is, can we see a connection between the powers here that we started with and the power in our answer? And here's the power here that we started with, and there's the power in our answer. So what I'm hoping you can see is the connection is that the index law is when you are multiplying indices with the same base. So we've got some powers here with the same base, a is the base, we can just add them. So this is the actual rule if I was going to write it generally. X to the m times x to the n. So the x's are the bases, the m and the n are the powers. I'm multiplying powers with the same base. I keep the base and I just add the powers together. And that is the rule. So over here, let's do a few examples. Now, if you're learning this, you might want to stop them after I write down all the questions, and you can try them yourself. I'll write down which ones I'm going to do, and you can try them after. You can pause this video and give them a go yourself and see if you get the same answer as me. Okay, so hopefully you've written all those down or you've given them a go, and now we're going to go through them. So let's have a look at the powers. We've got the same base, so the powers are 5 and 7. What do we get when we add those together? We get 12. So this is a to the 12. Okay, on to the next one. We've got the same base. The bases are both x. What are these powers? 3 and 4. We add them together. We get x to the 7. Okay, next one, we've got more than one base in the same question. So let's put the m's together. M to the 4 and m to the 5. So that will be m to the 9, add them together. But then we also have to consider the other bases that we've got here, which is n's. So it's n to the 6 and n to the 2. And together that would be n to the 8. Okay, now the next one, slightly different again. This time we've got some things here which are not looking like they're the bases anymore. They're just numbers. And the numbers out the front, you can just treat them just like numbers. So you can go 5 times 2 gives you 10. Now we have to do the bases like we've done before. Okay, so here we have x and x. Now this does have a power. It's a power of 1 that we don't bother writing. So we have 1 and 3 together makes x to the 4. And the y, it has the base y has a power of 7 and a power of 5. So together that will be y to the power of 12. Okay, so again, we've got the number just acting as a number out the front here. I've got -3 and 4. They're just numbers. Let's treat them as just numbers. Okay, we've got -3 times -4 is -12. Now, all the other ones here, I'm just going to put them all together in one color. We've got the W base goes with the 2 and the 4. The X has a power of 1 that we don't bother writing. There is a power of 1. If there's nothing there, it's 1, which goes with the 2. And the Y has a power of 1, which goes with the 3. So the answer for this one would be W to the power of 6, add those together. Then X to the power of 1 and 2 makes 3. And Y to the power of 1 and 3 makes 4. Hope you got those.